how do you remember what practices you need to use? What do you not need to use? What order do you use them in? Do you have to use them all? Are there other practices? So we visualized all of the practices that we had talked about, and we made use of the Mobius Loop to explain it. The Mobius Loop, an open source navigator framework that I've been using for over 10 years now. A great visualization tool, broken into three parts: the discovery loop, the options pivot, the delivery loop. The discovery loop is all about answering the question why. Why are we here? What problems are we trying to solve? Who are we trying to solve them for? And what are our outcomes? What are our target outcomes and the measures that matter towards achieving those outcomes? So to get us round our journey of a discovery loop, using the practices that we used in this workshop, we have impact mapping, priority sliders, metrics-based process mapping, and a target outcomes practice. There are loads of other practices that will help you discover as well. We shared the open practice library as a resource that can be used to find other discovery practices that will help people on their journey. Our options pivot is where we decide what the value is. We decide what we're going to work on first, what we're going to work on next. So value slicing was obviously the key practice, where we're slicing out and deciding this is what we're going to work on next. Then we got our delivery loop. This is where we actually build stuff. This is where we deliver. So we can use agile frameworks like Scrum, which we talked about this week. In fact, we did a little Scrum simulation over here where we used ping pong balls, and we passed ping pong balls around a team to see how many ping pong balls we could pass around the team. And we showed, by just doing iterative development like Scrum, we could see how our velocity can improve, and also how our estimation accuracy improves over time. So we got some metrics-based evidence like that. And then on the practice corner, on the Mobius Loop, we plotted some of those events, some of those practices like sprint planning, daily stand-ups, to deliver features. And then crucially, practices that help us measure and learn. Measure and learn from our stakeholders, like a showcase or a sprint review event. Measure and learn from each other about our ways of working, using, for example, a retrospective. So how can we measure and learn, and how can we get better? How can we continuously improve? So we talked about how this is framework agnostic. This shows Scrum. It could equally be Kanban. It could even be a waterfall. It could even be a waterfall project. There's nothing that ties this to Agile.